dear Aries. This is a bonus reading for the second half of July 2019 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. And this is a thank you reading, since your reading is the third most liked reading for July, the big reading for July. So thank you to all Aries and Aries loved ones that gave gratitude for my reading and dedicated themselves to love and spiritual growth. This will be a love reading for Sun, Moon and Rising sign. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you this is you, it can as well be the person or situation you are dealing with. Use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in the reading. And for this reading, I will use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. And I will start shuffling your cards. So, my dear Aries, what's going on with you? Here we have a Six of Pentacles in the reverse together with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So it doesn't seem like you are in a best mood for making friends, Aries. Okay. It might be that you have felt unjustly treated or unfairly treated, or like you are the only one doing things around here. So that might have put you in a little bit angry mood. Okay. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the little Page of Cups together with this Queen of Wands. And we can see she doesn't even want to look in that way. So someone might want to come and, fix the situation with you. But you have your self-respect here, and you don't want to take their puny little offerings. And we can see even the cat is rather pissed off there. Okay. So someone is making peace offerings. I heard some fun while ago. If your lady is angry, retreat to a safe corner and throw chocolate at her. So this is what I saw now with you. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and here it becomes a little bit more serious because we see the 10 of Swords with the Queen of Wands in reversed. So there's a reason to why you think that this situation is unfair and you think you have done all the work. There's a reason to you don't want to take their puny little offer of apology or whatever it was, because it really hurt. Okay, so your self-esteem is telling you to keep a straight back and to not accept the offer until it becomes grander, or not accept it ever at all, because you don't want to live through this again. So I call the 6 elements, and we have the High Priest together with the Queen of Wands. So even him can't convince you of that this is a good idea. No, you're as stubborn here. So this is actually a very stubborn card, and this is too. This guy, he doesn't seem so affected, but you are actually turning away from that person. So in some way, it might be that your tribe, like if imagine that it was your husband or wife that did this awful thing, and your tribe, your family is maybe saying, why can't you just forgive each other and be over with? And you are like, no, it's not going to happen. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So we will do a little bit of different spread today. It's a love spread with 9 cards, and it's ready now. So I will tune in and you will see it all happen instead of me explaining it. Okay, so my dear Aries, this will be your behavior and attitude towards the other person, outcome, and their behavior and attitude towards you. So it's there, and this is your feelings for them, common energies, and their feelings towards you. And this is what are you thinking about them, the situation, and what they are they thinking about you. And we have Knight of Swords there. So Knight of Swords is, it can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person you're dealing with. This might be you as well. We're seeing you in full gallop here. Very angry, or this can be the person that put the Ten of Swords into you. But it's a male, this harmony, so either you or the other person used their more savvy words and more aggressive behavior in this situation. It's a person not going in to make peace, but actually have it their way. Okay. And here you have with the feelings back and forth. There seems to be a rather hefty spark. It can be of anger, but it can also be passion. We can see this sometimes. We can be angry with one another, and sometimes sex can make things all that better. So it's a thin line between this passion and the hate. Okay, and this is the behavior and attitude. And we have an 8 of Wands. So it seems definitely like one of you is trying to reach out and fix this situation, because there's still passion for each other. We still feel joy when we think of certain times together, and we want to have that kind of joy also in the future. But there needs to be very clear communication. And it seems like there has been secrets or things that I think you maybe haven't said that actually needs to be said. So a more prosperous working together or putting your efforts together could happen. If the other person doesn't know what's your problem really, then you can't be upset with them for not helping you. So you need to start to tell what's the matter. Okay. So I'll just put out the cards. This is what you are thinking about them. This is the situation itself. This is what they are thinking about you. And the bottom with the Knight of Swords there. And this is your feelings for them. And this is common energies. And this is their feelings for you. And the Ace of Wands. The passion still alive. And this is your behavior and attitude towards them. This is the outcome. And this is their behavior and attitude towards you. And with 8 of Wands. So we can start with a situation here. And we have a 7 of Swords in the reverse. So it seems like someone has lied or not told the truth. Or maybe you weren't able to tell what you really wanted out of the situation. So anyway, it backfired. It's like if we lie, the lie will come back and bite us in the ass. Or if we don't tell what we really feel and think, we will have to have it for breakfast later. So things we don't take full responsibility for, when we are telling white lies, or when we don't want to have to take the consequences of our action, will always come and bite us in the behind. And this card might be for you or the other person, but it's your common situation. So someone have done something to cause this situation, and it was a matter of not being authentic. Either a person wasn't authentic about how they suffered and what they really wanted, so they couldn't present what was needed from the other person, so the situation wasn't clear, or someone has been trying to hide their not so good deeds behind lies, and it backfired. So it was revealed in some way or the other. And this is what you are thinking about this other person. And we have a 3 of Swords in the reversed. So I think it hurt a lot in the beginning, but it hurts less and less now. You're actually on your way to recovery. And I'm thinking it's the pissed off kind of attitude that's helping you here to heal. Because being angry is a higher frequency vibration than being depressed or sad or heartbroken. So when we can get to the angry state, we start to heal. But it's still this matter of being, you have got your heart broken, either to you, your inability to explain what it was that you needed in the first place, or their lies. So what they are thinking about you. Yes, of course. So they think that they want to put it all to back, as it were, like heal the situation, like going to mommy or daddy and saying, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't clean my room, I'll fix it now, can I please have my allowance? That kind of thing. But of course it can be the other way around. If we have cross watchers here, says no, that's not true. It can be the other way around, that we have one person cold as stone here that doesn't care about the heartbreak, and the other one is still in love. That we have that side to this as well. And yeah, common energies. And here we have the Chariot. So there's a possibility to move forward with this. But 7, the Chariot, this moving forward, it has a lot of problems. Before we can be able to move forward, we need to solve our spiritual challenges. And one of them seems to be this with what we are thinking and what we are saying. And sometimes it's also what we are doing and what we are saying. If we're doing one thing, saying another thing, we're promising one thing and doing another thing, then that's a blockage from moving forward to more healthy, harmonious relationships. And the my way or the highway kind of approach in this person's face, it's similar to what the Queen of Wands had. So it's a certain determination. I will not stay in this crappy situation. It needs to change. It needs to become better. Like, we need to communicate better, which is kind of promised here. Or I'll move on without you. Okay. So that might be a song for you. I will put it in the description box for you. Okay. Without you. And this is your feelings towards them. And we have 5 of Cups here. So even if you think that you have gotten over them on an emotional level, no, you haven't. You might act cool and like you don't care. But you are mourning what could have been if this situation would have panned out differently. And still, the bridge is still there, like the road to travel with the Chariot. And there's 2 cups still standing, so everything isn't lost in this situation. But you want to let your logic mind rule and not care for your broken heart, because you don't want them to see your suffering. Either that is from an ego point of view. If we shift this and say that this is the person that was like the person that is have the best intentions. That's the word I'm looking for. If this person is the one having the best intentions, this person might want to try to act like they don't have feelings, but they do. So even if they want to win and have like, I don't care about you, I'm so cool. They do care, okay? But you don't have to mind that. If they want to act cool, let them act cool. But if we hear the one is in the wrong that has done this heartbreak to this person, of course we need to apologize, okay? So their feelings towards you, and we have a 2 of Pentacles here. So this is like a person a little bit clueless, is what I'm seeing. They don't really know what they did wrong. They might be living in a body that hasn't got like the most clearest view out through their eyes. They don't hear everything that's being said. They don't have the perception to understand everything that's going down. And it's not because they are dumb. It might be because they have a lot of blockages, things that they can't emotionally cope with being the bad guy, for example. They always need to be good. They can't do anything wrong. If they do something wrong, there's a death penalty out for them. Okay, they might feel that how serious it is. So they don't allow themselves to make mistakes. And therefore they do a lot of mistakes, but they don't see it, okay? So I feel this person is a little bit clueless, and it might be due to the cards we have seen with the Seven of Swords here and the Two of Coins. It might be that they are not putting all their efforts into fixing the relationship. It's like they are doing a little bit here, but they're most focusing here. Imagine that this is a situation between two lovers, and this person is married. He's more preoccupied with making his wife and children happy, and he's lying constantly to his mistress about, yeah, I will divorce. Yes. No, he won't, okay? And he's just trying to keep them both. And that can be the scenario, but it can be so many different things. It can be a person not realizing the degree of energy that this person has put into the relationship. They don't just enjoy the benefits and are fully preoccupied with hanging around with their friends or being very invested in their business or elsewhere engaged. Okay, so they don't understand what they did wrong, and every time they see your frowny face, they made up a lie about what it was about, so you won't be angry with them. So they are like a little child, afraid to upset their parent, and therefore they are lying. So they are not lying because they are an evil person. They're just trying to get by with not getting their head yelled off, like you're screaming and their head is falling off, is what I'm seeing. So it's very hard, this situation, because one person is obviously suffering and suffering a lot, and the other person seems fresh out of Sunday school. So what I see here is that the communication needs to be in a better way that doesn't scare this person, so they can afford to be honest. And the climate for telling the truth is so diplomatic. We need to find a way to communicate so that people doesn't feel threatened or feel bad. You should have done this. You shouldn't do that. Maybe we can rephrase this, what we are feeling, and maybe talk about feelings also. I feel that my voice isn't being heard here, and I want to talk about it. And the other person will say, well, what do you mean? And you can tell them what you mean. Or you can ask the person, I have noticed something that makes me feel a little bit out in the cold, that every time your friends calls and wants you to do this, go swim at the beach, you're super excited and you want to go, and you go. But when I ask if we are going to the beach, you don't want to go. So what's that all about? And the other person might have ideas what it's all about. Maybe when I go with my friends, it's free, it's relaxing, no one is nagging. When I go with you, you're complaining about the beach, the people, the weather, the sand is too hot, the water is too cold. Maybe it's not the same fun experience, but I do love you and I wish that we could go to the beach and have a good time. But then you need to work on, being a better company, and you will have to accept that, okay, so I'll have to be a better company if he wants to go with me to the beach. And no one got upset, no one got angry, no one felt guilty. You just worked it out. So that's one possible scenario. I'm not going to take the outcome card just yet. I'm going to check onto your behavior or attitude towards them. So we have a beautiful Queen of Cups here. So even with the Queen of Wands, frowny face and everything, you seem to still love this person. You still have the hearts, your heart is beating for them, and it's very beautiful. And you have realized that you might have to go on without them if you can't get into their head what it is that you need and want, and the needs that hasn't so obviously not being met. And then you have to do this, but you don't want to. This is both Cancer also. So it's very open-heartedly, like you are feeling very vulnerable, and you have great needs also. So it's not easy always to make the Queen of Cups happy, because she's feeling every little vibration. What's up with that face? Why did you frown with your mouth just now when I asked about dinner? So detects everything and thinks it's all about her, that she's not loved, or that the other person has some kind of secret for them maybe. So she has a lot of antennas out, and it can be a little bit, walking on eggshells to be with a person like this. But anyway, your behaviors and attitude towards people is very empathic, big-hearted. You want what's best for everyone in the situation. If this is the bad guy, that you see this as the bad guy in this story, this bad guy have a big spot for you in their heart, okay, even though they are being the bad guy, okay. So with that said, this is the other person's behavior or attitude towards you, and we have justice in the reversed. So it seems like they are not able to give you the justice you deserve. We have 11 here, 11 justice, 1 + 1, 2. We have 2, 2 here, and it comes underneath this little puny offer. So I agree with you when you say that this is a puny offer. It's a puny offer. The person doesn't want to fully engage in this situation and give all it takes to make things working between you. It's kind of too little, too late, is what I'm feeling. So with the justice in the reversed, it's very possible that they will come and apologize to you, because I have got this a lot. And just after I hear that the person says, yes, they called. And sometimes they are totally, giving up and saying, yes, it was my fault, everything. But with the justice in the reverse, it might be that they are giving you, like, they are saying everything you want to hear, but they don't really agree with you in the depths of it all. They might still, be more drawn to doing this other thing that they did before that hurt you so much. So they say, yes, of course, in the future I will. But when, the push come to shove, they will choose this other thing again, like they work or whatever it was that upset you, that they didn't prioritize you, but prioritized something else and lied about it as well. But they have good intentions. It's just stupid, and not stupid in the way that it's like a person having a blanket before their eyes, so they can't really see. And they have this blanket because they don't want to see, because if they see, they will feel a lot of guilt, and they will feel as shitty as you do here, and they don't want to feel like that. They want to feel like good people. So there needs to be a way to make this person not feel as such a bad person, so that they can open this veil. You can see the veil here behind, and be able to see the truth, and what's just, and what's fair, and what's logic, and what's honorable, and what's wise, and so on. Okay, so there's just this with the feeling of all the people, usually if they are worked with themselves, they can get past this, and they can think, okay, so I don't have to be perfect. I did something wrong, so what? I can take it, I can honor it, I can stand up and say that it was wrong, and I will change it, and they will. So that's what wisdom brings. But if we don't have that kind of wisdom, we might say we are sorry, but we don't really mean it. Or we might say that we are sorry, but we don't understand what we are sorry about, because we don't even understand the problem. So again, with the miscommunication here. And this is the last card, so it's the outcome, and we have a 2 of Wands. So it seems like a stalemate. We don't know what to do with this situation. We are not on the same, we are not playing ball on the same court even. So when you toss them the ball, and there's no one there to take it, and when they toss the ball, you are not there either. So you're playing on different fields. I will see what this is all about. I'll take Oracle card for you. I'm sorry, don't laugh at me when I'm shuffling these cards. Shuffling hearts is not easy. Oh, okay, so I think I will give up, and it's these 2 cards. So I think one is for this person. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this person can't say that they're sorry if they don't really mean it, or they can't, enjoy the day on the beach if they don't really enjoy it. So things needs to be shaken up and taken up to the surface and be dealt with. So they need to become true to themselves before they can be true to you, is what I'm thinking. That might be their little face. And this is for you, I think. This is for this side. So it can be that Aries is this side and the other person is the other side. Or it might be two Aries also. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So it might talk about that this person, when it's so envy on the other person, you know, being everywhere at the same time and never really giving them attention, they might need to see this as they don't give themselves attention. So maybe this person needs to, you know, get a hobby, do something that's so super fun that they don't have time with this person, and they can shift the polarities a little bit. They can be balanced. So this person will say, you never have time with me. What's up with that? And then you know there's balance, because you have started to love yourself and respect yourself and respect your time and do something precious out of your time. And when you have this two autonomous people, two individuals living happy lives, both with and without each other, then there's really harmony. But if you are living for this relationship alone or want this person to fulfill all your needs, it's not going to happen. You are going to have to fulfill your own needs, and they are just a luxury item, okay, that you won't even be able to keep forever, because everything that we have here will be lost. Their soul might not be lost, but their bodies will be lost in the sand of time. So this is just temporary. You will meet again in heaven, but try to let them go before they are taken from you. So let everything be a little bit more fluid in your life. Don't grab onto things. And then you won't be so disappointed with other people when they don't do what you're expecting them to do, because you would maybe not even notice, because, well, it's fine that you weren't able to make it because I actually forgot about our appointment too. So it can become this kind of scenarios, and then maybe you understand the other person's point of view. Okay, my dear Aries, thank you for watching my July reading, monthly July reading, to the extent you did, and for all the thumbs up. And I hope this reading was helpful for you. And I will start doing the August readings in the mid-July somewhere. Okay, so until then, take really good care, and bye-bye.